Hello there, welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm really excited about what I have to cook because I'm cooking my favorite seafood, crabs. Later on I'll show you more about soft shell crabs when we visit Mr. Cultus Pearson, who has a soft shell crab operation in Lacombe, Louisiana on the north shore of Lake Pontchartrain. Now, I like crabs cooked any way that Mama would prepare them. And today, I'm going to share with you one of her favorite crab stew. I like them fried myself, but, you know, Mama cooked this more often than she did anything else because it was easier for her to prepare. What I've done here, I have a roux that I've already made. That's oil and flour. You brown that real dark because your stew has got to be dark for it to taste good. You cook that real slow. Keep stirring constantly until it reaches that chocolate brown, dark chocolate brown consistency. Then you add your water to it. Of course, that's what I have done. And I've cooked this for about 30 minutes after my roux got to this color. So actually, it's ready to put the other ingredients in it. So first of all, I'm going to put my onions in here. This is onions that I've chopped up pretty fine. You don't want them to be big because actually you don't want them to be chunky because Cajuns don't use chunky vegetables. We chop them up, okay? So there we go. We've got another thing to stir. Keep stirring and stirring. Then I'm going to put onion tops in here. And parsley, yes. Now this has got to cook also for about 30 minutes. Now you want your gravy to be real thick because the seafood will make it get, well, kind of more water in it because seafood has a tendency to make water, okay? Now, look how pretty. Oh my gosh, I almost could eat it like that. So let me get this here. All right. Next to this, of course, for time element, I have to throw my crabs in now. These are gorgeous crabs that we have gotten, and I'm going to put all these crabs in here. And we're going to cook them. Oops, don't want to go in that pot, huh? It wants to get out. Oh, look at this. Now, these crabs I have cut in half. Actually, what you can do is leave them whole if you want to, but I was kind of in a hurry to cook this so I could eat it. And so I'm just rushing things a little bit. And you take all the top shell off, and you just take that flap off, and you cut them in half. You wash all your fat and stuff out of there. That's what I like to do anyway. And you put the bodies in there. Now, you stir that and you cover it, because man, there's nothing like roux and crab meat. It is just wonderful. It tastes so good. That crab meat just gives that roux just a wonderful taste. Now, to show you how to do the crab claws. I've already pre-cracked these. So I'm going to add these to that pot. But first I'm going to show you how to do, look at this claw. Wow, that's a big one. So we're going to do it like this. Oh, goodness. And this is all you need to do. Just go ahead and crack it just once. Throw them in there, which I'm going to throw these in there. Ooh, there's another big one. Must belong to that other crab. So, okay. Add these in here because crab claw meat is just wonderful. It tastes delicious, like all crab meat does, but it's real good. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to crack these two because I'm not letting anything go to waste today. We're going to use all of these. Okay, very good. Now, okay, I'm going to get this out of the way. Yeah, put this in the back here. Whew, messy. All good cooks are messy cooks. Now, I got to cover this real good and let that cook. Ooh, good, 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 good. Man, that flavor, I can almost taste it now. Of course, now you know I'm going to have to cook some rice to eat with this because this goes on top of rice. Now, Mama never had shrimp when we went crabbing. When we got home from crabbing, we always just made crab stew or fried crabs or crab gumbo or whatever. But today, I wanted to just throw an extra ingredient in there because I have access to these gorgeous Louisiana shrimp. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to throw this in. You know how Cajuns throw everything into the pot. So I'm just going to go ahead, throw this in here. Wipe my hands, 'cause, whew, goodness. Now, okay. Wow, what a luscious pot. Of course, now I'm going to have to season this with my standby. Let me use my grandmother's salt shaker. This is her salt shaker. Okay, my grandmother would always do this. Every time I'd go visit her and she'd cook for me, this is how she would season. So now we've got the salt, we're going to have the pepper, and I'm not measuring because you know how Cajuns are, they don't measure, but the recipe's on the screen, and my Louisiana red hot sauce. Now we're going to let all this cook for about 30-40 minutes because I have a big pot. You don't want to overcook your seafood. You want to stir it up real good. Let it cook all together like this. Wow. Oh, my gosh. I wish we had smell-o-vision. Now, this looks like a big pot of gumbo, but it's not because gumbo is more watery than stew is. Stew is real thick.